Last week, the social skill set that we focused on was turning a no into a yes. This week, we're going to look at good versus responsible teachers, and really what we want to be is a responsible teacher. So being a good teacher maybe are those teachers that are using those words stop, no, you're redirecting the children, and you're doing, all of those things that we think are being good and that we maybe think are teaching the children different skills. For example, I think when a child is climbing on a shelf and we're telling them to get down, we often think of that as being a good teacher because we're looking out for the safety of them. We're trying to tell them get down because that's not safe. A responsible teacher in that situation is going to be telling the children what to do and explaining that and going into more detail. So a responsible teacher kind of takes those good teacher moments and makes them teachable moments. So when we're turning a no into a yes, those yes moments are when we're being responsible teachers. Another way of being a good versus a responsible teacher is remembering that even though sometimes it's easier to do things for children, such as in the wintertime and they need help putting on their snow gear, or a toddler maybe doesn't know or is struggling to put on their socks, even though they can do it, but maybe they're just kind of cranky or they just woke up from quiet time. When we do those kind of things for them, those are good teacher moments. A responsible teacher moment is building those self-help skills in children and encouraging them and giving them the words and the patience and encouragement to do the skills themselves. So if a toddler is having a hard time putting on those socks, encouraging them, you can do it. I'll put it on here, and that's how you do it. And maybe giving a high five, and don't you feel so proud of yourself? Great job putting your sock on. That's a responsible teacher moment. A good teacher is when you're putting it on for them. Or you really quickly want to get outside. It's snowing out, and we just got a bunch of new snow, and it's exciting. A good teacher is going to instantly go over and help that pre-K children or kindergarten children zip up their coat. When a responsible teacher is going to ask the child to try first and encourage and show the movement and try to teach them how to zip up the coat themselves, so that over time, after seeing it and trying it, they're able to master it. So I hope that kind of makes sense of what a good versus a responsible teacher is. A good teacher is not necessarily a bad thing, but a responsible teacher is what we all want to strive to be. We're using teachable moments for children and really helping them learn skills that they need to know. We're trying to get them ready and just teaching them, again, like I said, those skills. Where a good teacher is, I think we have in our minds that we're being good. We're helping them, putting the sock on for them, zipping up their coat. Where a responsible teacher is going to show them, walk them through it, and teach them how to do it. So this week, you are going to be searching for a time when you have been a responsible teacher, or a moment where you were a good teacher and you're reflecting on what you could have done differently to be a responsible teacher. So you're going to fill out another social skill set, just like you did for the turning a no into a yes, and detail. The more detail and description you can give of the scenario that you're describing, but also in that last piece of reflecting on that social skill and how you did meet it or how you did not meet it. Just telling me that in that moment that you were a responsible teacher doesn't explain it. I really want to know what makes you a responsible teacher in that moment. What did you say or do that made you a responsible teacher? Or what could you do differently next time in that scenario that would make you a responsible teacher versus the good teacher? So please send that via the assignment one right in under Module 2, and I look forward to exploring you all being responsible teachers. Thanks.